I have a beautiful walleye fish, and we will now gonna turn it into a very beautiful fillets for a dinner. What you need to know is that the edge of your knife is your friend. That's the first thing, because you're gonna use it. You should be using it most of the time. And we'll also show you how to get the little cheeks. That is the best meat without the bones. It's not the best. It's a little bit tiny chewy when you compare it with the rest of the meat. But I found it when our kids were little that would be the safest, because there's no bones. That means that you can serve it to the kids without being worried about getting into a little tiny boat that sometimes it could discourage them from eating a fish. So I would recommend that. So first, we're just gonna cut the fish over here. If you can hear it in the background, Grant is working on his bathhouse. Not his, our bathhouse. All right, we got this first cut. Second cut is right in an angle, right over here, underneath of the fins, just like that. Just like that. All right. Then, me personally, I turn it around. And I spent quite a bit of a time on. Some people would cut the ribs with the knife because they're not so hard with the knife, and have the fillet with a little bit of the bone. I go a little bit further because I don't want to do it in the kitchen when I'm serving the fillet. So I actually try to get as many bones out as I can. So I use the edge of the filleting knife. And I am reaching just until you can feel the bone. Also, you're pushing your knife down because you don't want to have any wasted meat. So you do that all the way down. You might want to put all your hands full palm on it to push down as well. All the way down. Now we're reaching the end of the top fin. That means that the spine bone will be done. So right about here, you try to go push through all the way to the end. You see that? And then now the crucial part is you push your knife all the way down, because there is the most meat and there's no bones here. So you push that. Let me see. Move it for you. All the way. Push it down all the way to the end. Like I said, the end of the knife is your friend. It does the best job. And what you ended up with is almost a fillet. Now you take the end of the knife and you will gently slice your knife along the other rib, just like that. Do you hear that? Hear the sound? Okay, so this way, it takes some practice not to get rid of a lot of meat. See, we're getting there. Now we're almost at the end, so you be careful because you don't want to cut it, because there is a tiny bit of still meat. There we go. Oh, we do have some bones, but you can clean it after. There we go, and then one fillet. Not almost done, but almost done. Now, I sometimes I don't want to waste any meat, because that's the way how I am. So I fillet all of these little guys. Again, perfect for your little kids, because those little slices, if you bread them, they'll be delicious and no bone. I'll do the same thing again. End of the knife is your friend. I can do quite a bit of a magic for you. I know these slices are very small, but trust me, your kids will appreciate them. Doesn't have to be kids. Maybe a fussy husband like mine. He's not fussy, but when it comes to fish, he eats a fish only once a year at our fishing trip. But it's to the different lake than our lake. Now let's have a look at what we're gonna do with the cheek. So the cheek, it's got a little bit of a meat. It's right here. So the bone is right around it. What you're gonna do, you're gonna stick your knife down in an angle a little bit, and you go all around like that. I'm gonna cut a little bit over here, all the way, and this is the cheek. So you cut it just like that, not all the way to the skin. And what is gonna happen is, see, you left the skin there, and then you can just peel it. And here is a little piece of cheek. I'm gonna flip the fish around. We're gonna do the same thing, and I will try not to talk because I've already explained what we're doing. Not to talk as much. Watch the edge of the knife. It's important to know, take your time when you're filleting a fish. I think that the fish deserves it. If the fish gave us a food, we should get the most of it. Most of the food. A little bit of a beautiful meat over here from the fin at the end. And then the last bit is the second cheek. that's all you can harvest from a beautiful walleye. Now, let's try to get the skin off. I recently figured out that it's not necessarily good to have this fillet on the unslippery cloth, because you do need the skin to slide a little bit on a table, so that's why I'm not doing it on the orange cloth. Again, push down on the knife. Make sure your knife is as sharp as you can have it sharpened. Otherwise, it's gonna give you a very hard time. You get frustrated. And you might not actually, you might leave some meat on the skin, which you don't want, right? There we go. And that's it. There we go. A little bit of a silver skin, but I don't mind it. And then here. Now we have still bones over here, but we don't have bones over here, which usually with the faster way how when you cut a fish you have. So all you do is just cut it over here, just like that. And then if you want to get rid of the white skin, that's a tricky part. You can, it is recommended to get rid of the white skin. Again, it's gonna take a time, or if you just don't want that much of a meat, you can cut it out. It is literally up to you what you prefer. There we go. Again, as you can see, I am using only the edge of the knife. This one is a little bit tricky. There we go. There we go. And I think that I'm going to keep the rest of the silver skin on. That's not a big deal. I think that this is perfect. This is perfect for me. I hope that will be perfect for you as well. There we go. Let's do one more. No, a little bit faster. It didn't end it up that fast. Seems like my knife is getting a bit dull. There is a bone that we missed. I'm just gonna cut it out like that. ready for dinner.